That may indicate Almadria is near.
Then we've got to find a way to get through somehow.
Let's see if we can find something that'll release it.
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almadria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? My head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almadria.
Coming through!
Bring us down! Armor won't save you!
Sleep now.
Take this!
Is it too late to talk over our differences?
Here I go.
Eat this!
Sleep now. Seems about right to me.
This'll make us even more formidable.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Come on! The tempest is still here! No seal can stand up to these! Damn it, find anyone, eh?
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
It's almost too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest!
Do it! I'll face you! Does it hurt just getting through? Armor won't save you! My shield? I'll face you! Time from the way!
Do it!
Eagle picnic!
I can do this all day. Where are you going?
We're not finished!
To the wind! Speed now! I'll be saving.
I'm practically unstoppable.
Out of our way!
I'll face you! Death from the wind!
That may prove a thorn in our side.
Glacial Spear!
Armor won't save you! My shield!
Do it!
Searing Flame! Reload!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the pummeling to me! Does it hurt?
By the power of water! On seal! Mega Ray! Raging Storm!
Take this!
I'm ready!
Do it! Watch it!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Glacial Spear!
Pierce the
Burn
order!
strike!
Lightning
Take
grenade!
it! Take this! I'm on a roll now! That's awesome! I really owe
Can you
one.
take it?
Crescent strike! Showtime!
Can you take it?
Armor won't save you! Begin!
Does it hurt?
I'll face you!
Everlasting darkness.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Glacial
Take
Spear!
you on!
On your knees. I'll be saving this one. Lightning orb! Eagle fire! Sword in the wind!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
That was a little close for comfort.
And thus our strength yet grows.
Little help!
I'll face you! Death from the wind! I'll grind you into dust!
Into the shadows!
On your knees! We're not finished!
Can you take it?
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up. Does it hurt? No further.
I'm on it! I'll face you!
By the power of water! Now!
From the wind!
I'm ready for the next battle. You're saying we should check the Owl Forest? Lightning orb! Hear my call!
Begin! You're mine!
Hear my call!
Does it hurt?
Astral energy! Do it!
Can you take it?
Kisara, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Raging cascade! Back into the
Begin! Take this!
Arctic waterfall! Seal!
Eat this!
More annihilation! Hammer!
Come on! Watch this! Can you take it? Oh! Now I'm real mad!
Dance on the wind! Here! Reload!
Dance on the wind!
Reload! More with that
Begin! Take this! Take this!
Do it!
Shion!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Seems about right to me.
No backing down!
Raging cascade! Laser spear! Piercing supernova! Hurry, Blazer!
So much for talking it out! Take this!
Flame of fear! Water! Sleep power! On guard! Flame of fury! Burning strike! Raging storm! Your blade! Raging cascade! Going in! One more! Raging cascade! Annihilation! Raging cascade! Spread! Laser blade! Reload!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Gone! Engaging!
Photon slash! Raging cascade! Hear my call! Raging cascade! Pierce evil! Hurry for the level! Laser laser! Laser spear! Pierce evil! Freeze laser! Hurry for the level! Magic Kazam! Freeze lancer! Elspeth!
Igneous! Do it! Tectonic punch! Out of the way! Looks like we won.
What is this?
This fist has got your name on it!
Here we go.
Tiger Blade!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
The waters of free blah blah blah. You're all here. The waters of free blah blah blah. Tidal wave. Glacial spear. Here's evil. Tiger wave. Harsh malevolence. Arctic waterfall. Radiant hail. I'm out. Harsh malevolence. Arctic waterfall. Hail.
Their arms were interrupted.
Harsh malevolence. Arctic waterfall. I'll bring you back from death's abyss. This one's mine. Resuscitation! Damn it! Harsh malevolence! A new lease on life! Waterfall! Sleep now! Healing art! You're done! First aid! From glacial spear! Here's evil! Arctic waterfall! Covering attacker!
Piercing roar!
Here! I'm out! Raging storm! First aid! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Here, let me go. One more. I'm on the way. Here I go. Thunder shield. Here's a healing arc. Harsh malevolence. Arctic waterfall. Hit. Harsh malevolence. Here's evil. Arctic waterfall. Seal. They point fire. More hurricane from.
Here we go again!
Harsh malevolence. Arctic waterfall.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'll heal you
I'll
all.
finish you here and now!
The waters of free blah 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 magic. Water. Here's my call. Hey, that. Here, let me help. Time to start. Cascade. Water. Here's my call. Here, flame of fury. Burning sun. This isn't how you do. I'll heal you all. Better. Healing from raging cascade. Raging cascade. Annihilation.
Keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to
See,
you!
what happened there is you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Cascade swirl. Swirl flight.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
There. I'll heal you all. Raging cascade. Breath. Photon flash. Tiger blade.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
All good things come to an end.
Close one. Don't get in my way.
Here! Denied! First try,
Cascade
baby!
swirl. Slow flight.
Eagle fly!
Tiger blade. Cycle. I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this. Deus Roar. Watch and weep. Raging cascade. Radiant here. Raging cascade.
On guard!
Take that. Tiger blade. Do it.
Kisara, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
I felt better, that's for sure.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
Out of our way!
Can you buy anyone, eh? Does it hurt?
Water!
I can read your moods like a book.
Here's evil!
This one's yours.
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
Do it!
Think dumb more! Hey! Blow them away!
Ready to go! Here!
Negative dead! Begin! Does it hurt? Take this! Death on the wing! Look sharp!
Do it!
Can't get out of this! Begin!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa! Against my full power, you didn't stand a chance.
On your knees.
Glacial Spear. Here's evil. Freeze Laser.
Begin! You're mine!
Tiger Blade. Here's evil.
I'll face you!
Freeze Laser.
Dance on the wind! Eagle side! I'll face you! Finish him! Blow away! Seismic Rupture! You're mine!
Enemy fields on
We'll soon see about that. Do it. Ground and pound. Not in your dreams.
We're not finished! You're mine! Dance on the wind! Does it hurt?
There.
Hey! Blow them away! How's that for a kick? Getting better, right?
Quite. I'll be relying on your fancy footwork.
Does fancy footwork mean running away like a chicken?
No!
Seriously? Is this a joke?
My reach is even wider.
Those flying creatures are a real pain in the butt.
I'll grind you into dust. Exploit the enemy's weakness. Here and now. Engulf you. On guard. Eat this.
Benediction light.
Healing circle.
Heal.
I'm grateful.
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil.
Now we're not
Freeze
You're
Laser.
engulf you. Does it hurt? Now I'm in the groove.
Hard field.
That freaking does it.
This one's mine. Going in. Igneous discharge.
Piercing roar. You're mine. Tear. Does it hurt?
Healing circle.
Roll now.
Into the shadows. Radiant pierce. Going in.
Begin. You're mine.
Tiger
Here I
Blade.
engulf you.
Water. Here I call. Time to shine. Spread.
Begin.
Radiant
Now I'm
pierce.
in the groove.
This one's mine.
Eagle fire.
Look sharp. This one's mine.
This
This one's mine.
You're mine.
Healing circle.
That's
Can you take it? No more playing nice.
Take this.
Tiger Blade. Into the talon hurricane.
Everlasting dust. Now I'm in the groove.
Perfect move. I'm all stuffed up. Annihilation.
On your
Flame.
knees.
That's it. Here I go. Tiger Blade. Searing flame. Reload. Here's a healing art. Crescent
I'll
Moon.
face you. Now I'm in the groove.
Tiger Blade.
Crescent flash.
Lunar Blast. What? This one's mine. Talon Sword.
Out of the woods, it seems.
There. One more.
First strike.
Here I go. One more.
Eat this. Lost my focus.
Radiant light.
Watch it.
Searing flame.
Time
Reload.
to heal the hurt. Take this. The
Radiant
tempest
light.
is Dragon shout.
Back into
Now
the
you see
fray.
what I can do.
This one's mine.
Can't get out of this.
Far enough. Not in your dreams.
You picked the wrong fight.
Mega Ray. This one's mine. Talon Sword. Lightning
Can you take it? Or not?
Tiger Blade.
Begin. That freaking does it. Take first strike. Here's the roar. Dance on the wind.
Going in.
Dragon shout. I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw. Dragon shout. Bank arrow. Do it. Laser fist engulf you. Demons descend. Flashing fang. always room for improvement.
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
If Almadria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. On top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it. Well, there's only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almadria.
There she is! Almadria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danon Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like a rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we humans live. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in the years. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almadria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of. Nesmold! Enjoy your meal! Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
I can carve through my wall now!
Freeze laser! Here goes!
Right, does it hurt?
Flaming meteor! Reload! I'm out of ammo. I'm all stuffed up.
I'll face you! Take the tear! I'm just getting here! Get on the wind!
What foolishness.
Water, hear my call! Spread!
Laser field! Almost there! Take begin! Protect it!
Flaming meteor! Crescent moon! Healing circle!
Appreciate the help!
Glimmer flood! Shot! Glacial spear! Here's evil! Look
Can you
sharp!
take it? Does it hurt? Their arcs were interrupted! You're mine!
Flaming meteor!
I'm there! Ready and raring!
Batting your dreams!
I'll face you!
Hear my call! Spread!
Going down! You're mine!
Flaming meteor! Glacial spear!
Can you take it? I'm on it! You're mine! I'm on it!
Radiant storm!
Can you take it?
That's where it's away! Dragon shell!
Forgive me.
I'll bring you back from depth abyss. Be gone! Resuscitation! Here, let me help.
No rest for the
My
wicked.
axe heart sealed! I'll bring you back
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with love. Resuscitation.
Benediction light.
Heal.
Radiant pierce!
Begin.
Lightning orb! Into the shadow!
Instinct sharpen.
Mega ray! Lightning attack!
Ready and firing.
Here, let me help.
Does it hurt? Dance to me. Engulf you.
You
require a hand. Rip his head. I'll smash you. I'm just
Not
getting
in your
started.
dreams.
Right.
I never miss.
No further.
Shining supernova! Here, let me help. Grenade!
Dance on the wind. Dance for me. Dragon shell. Take
Water! Hear my call!
getting started.
Glacial... Here, here's evil! Freeze laser!
Everlasting darkness. Negative gate.
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
Another incantation ruin.
Will this help? More where that came from!
Benediction light.
Healing circle!
I'm healed. Benediction light.
Here! Heal! I'm out!
Out of the woods, it seems. Get carried away. Forgive me. This is my fault.
Resuscitation.
Benediction light.
Heal!
Benediction light. Benediction light.
Heal!
Hear my call! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze Lancer!
I'll thank you!
Water, hear my call!
Everlasting darkness! Negative day! Everlasting
Water, hear my call!
On your way! I'm just getting started!
Here, let me
More
help!
pressure!
First aid! Hey, let's go!
You require help.
Glacial Spear, pierce evil!
Everything goes to you!
Lightning again!
Down from the way! Away!
Benediction light. It's in your hands now.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! They're attacking separately! I can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on her, and take out the monster first.
Eat this!
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
Yeah, take it away! Eagle Fly! Begin!
Supernova! Use the healing ring!
Everlasting darkness!
Being interrupted.
Power.
That looks bad.
Wits about you, people.
Out of the woods.
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
You're sitting duck.
Retreat from this battle.
And now, I would never.
See what happened there is you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that. From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with love. Resuscitation. Instinct sharpened. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Glacial Spear.
All good things come to an end.
I couldn't make it in time.
Resuscitation!
Forgive me.
I still got the fight left in me.
Not my fight.
I can't feel any...
My pride was my downfall.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with love. Resuscitation!
I still got the fight left in me.
Turn to dust. Dragon Shell!
Healing Circle! Thank you. I'll heal you up! Fireball! Freeze Lancer! Dance in the
I've
wind!
used too much.
Not my fight. Prepare to be healed.
A new lease on life.
Eat this!
Out of the woods.
Here's a healing art. First aid.
Bring your death.
Water, hear my call. Spread. Grind and rest.
My reach is even wider.
Freeze Lancer. Lightning orb. Here, let's hurry.
Damn it! Only I'd been more careful.
I'll bring you back from
From
death
beyond,
to this.
turn to dust.
Resuscitation.
Benediction light.
Still got some time.
Heal! pressure!
More for the stockpile!
On your knees!
Thunder field! Here
Air
goes!
pressure!
Charge
Nothing will hold me back. Begin! Does it hurt? I'm on! Crescent slot! There you are! I'll grind you into dust! You will suffer! Big blast!
In your death. Benediction light.
Behold my true power! Her Master Core!
Not while I'm around, she isn't! Not in your dreams!
Now I'm in the groove! Resuscitation! Rip and tear!
Fred!
Goodwill!
What was I thinking? I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! You don't scare me! Flame of fury!
Go for it, Grinwell!
Hit her now!
Heal! Begin!
Field!
Take this!
Warriors of
Go
Love!
away! The tempest engulfs you!
Shining Supernova!
Will suffer!
Mark can handle this!
To everlasting darkness.
Negative gain!
I'll end you!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again.
Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganath Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
Let go of me! Let me go!
Shionne!
Alvin!
Shionne!
Alvin!
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? My just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Naori.
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Naori. No! Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking. Naori. Shion. Damn it. over! Here I come! Megasonic thrust! You're mine! You're finished! Blow away! It's over! This one's all mine! Take this! Eat dirt! You're mine! Pierce! It's over! Sword Rain Alpha! It's over! Pierce! Take this! You're finished! Here I come! Strike! Megasonic thrust! This isn't looking good. You're mine! Megasonic thrust! You're finished! You're mine! Strike! Megasonic thrust! Raining slash! Megasonic thrust! Stardust! Megasonic thrust! It's on! Here I come! It's over! You're my... Sword Rain Alpha! Strike! Pierce! Here I come! Eternal Devastation! Double Demon Fang! It's over! Next! Eat dirt! Pierce! Megasonic thrust! Strike! Dragon! You're mine! Pierce!
Alvin?
Finwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Finwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
I think Hoodle senses an owl around here.
Coming through!
Heal! Rising
On your
focus!
knees! Our arc is being interrupted.
If it has, dispatch it out again.
Air pressure!
Not on my watch.
Double Demon Fang!
Can you take it or not?
More
Death in the wind!
Purge Malevolence. Arc magic is in.
Lamont.
Freeze Lancer. Dance in the wind.
Demon
In here.
Lamont!
I'll be
Lamont.
saving this one.
Death in the wind! Cosmic Rupture! Death in the wind!
I'll be saving this
Crescent
one.
Flash!
Sword Ring out!
Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic Vision!
Gale Force. More where that came from.
Death in the
Now.
wind! Reload! Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Speaking of Thistleland, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zoogles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah,
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right. You're saying we should check the owl forest? Do you sense one of your friends?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Xion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danan?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Xion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Xion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Xion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Xion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Xion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the Spirit Channeling Ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen.
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Xion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Xion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Xion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan Sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their Sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the Sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I'd never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis, anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
And I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Look sharp, people. If we... Don't act fast. They're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
If the pain's too much.
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! You can't let even a single one through!
Here's a firm no-sugar policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then. I shall steer you where you stand.
It's almost too strong.
Then I'll split it open.
Be my
I'll
guest.
smash you.
Benediction light.
Here.
Benediction light.
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah, and the pummeling to me. Go away. Oh, now I'm real mad. Here.
Can you take it?
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Can you take it? Take this!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there.
Okay.
Why?
Damn it.
What?
Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight. By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going. Thistlein was founded by Danans fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon. Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Xion?
Of course not. Xion's our friend. Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Xion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
I'd like... to check their wares, if you don't mind.
Did we really just spend that much money?